12 News at 10 starts now.
Up top this Sunday night at 10 o'clock, breaking news. A bomb scare forcing folks out of their homes in one Chandler neighborhood. This scene unfolding tonight near Rule and Ray Roads. Police say around 6 o'clock tonight, they got a call from someone saying that a man had an explosive device or some type of materials inside of a home. The Mesa Bomb Squad, along with Chandler Police SWAT team, called to that scene. We're told the man inside of that home did surrender and is now in custody. Officials say it could take a few more hours before evacuations are lifted and folks are allowed to go back home.
For making sure the neighborhood's secure, that's our first and foremost priority. We want to protect life as much as we can, right? So, given the nature of what was discussed and what we were contacted about, our officers showed up and started the evacuation process for the residents inside that area on that street, and then some adjacent residences to the east. And again, just to make sure that everybody's safe.
Police say the bomb squad still combing through that home right now, looking for any type of explosive devices. They have not yet said if they have located anything. We'll be tracking this story for you overnight at 12news.com. We'll also have the very latest for you bright and early tomorrow morning on Today in AZ, starting at 4:26. Did you get caught in it today? Monsoon storms slamming the valley. This is from 12 News weather watcher Candace Walters in North Scottsdale. A lot of folks seeing wind, rain, dust, a whole lot from those storms that came in this afternoon. The big question, what we can expect overnight, and will we see more storms impacting our Labor Day plans? Meteorologist Lindsay Riley in the house with a look at what we can expect with our 12 News weather impact forecast.
Well, things have quieted down significantly over the last 6 hours or so. As we take a look at the radar right now, all is quiet across the state. No additional severe weather is expected throughout the overnight, and tomorrow overall will be a much drier day. Here's a look at our exclusive 12 News monsoon meter for tomorrow. Much lower numbers, even for the high country. Only a 2 for northern Arizona, 1s for the White Mountains and southeastern Arizona. High pressure is building, and it's actually going to be more about the heat this week rather than the storm chances. So tomorrow will be the driest of our 3-day weekend. We can expect dry weather in the valley. Same thing with western Arizona. Our hour-by-hour forecast dropping off into the upper 80s, 7 a.m. We're up to 94 degrees at 9 a.m. and highs are going to get close to 110 tomorrow. Sunshine all afternoon and still 102 at 7 o'clock tomorrow.
Take a look at this shocking video tonight showing the moment a car crashes into a Phoenix home. The couple who lives there doing okay tonight, but they likely have a whole lot to clean up from the foundation up. 12 News journalist Gabriella Becerra taking us inside of that home, showing us the damage firsthand.
This wall is now boarded up. Bricks and belongings now scatter the front lawn. Marcus and Sabrina were about to sit on this couch and eat this plate of food when a car came crashing through their home.
This in here is where most of the damage is.
Marcus Holmberg and Sabrina Rivera.
It sent rubble all the way back here. There's rocks all over the place on the floor still.
Walking us through what's left of their Phoenix home.
This door does not close no more, and there's a crack in here.
The engaged couple is still in shock that just 48 hours ago, this house stood in near perfect condition.
It's been a nightmare.
That was until this happened. A man in a Mustang drove right through the living room.
And it comes smashing in and just, it's there. It happened so quick. It was so explosive.
Marcus, Sabrina, and their pets narrowly missing a life-threatening impact.
All of this came flying at us at 30 miles, 40, 50 miles an hour. That's how fast that car was going.
Dust and rubble filled the room as Marcus searched for his fiancée and dogs. They all survived with minor injuries.
It was like a bomb went off. It was just so sudden, and I couldn't even really think. I had so much adrenaline.
Phoenix police say the driver was arrested and impairment is believed to be a factor in the crash. Marcus and Sabrina are still in denial at the road ahead.
This could take a very long time.
But say they're thankful they're here to rebuild.
That's the part that boggles my mind the most, is just how on earth did we get this lucky? And just, to me, I don't believe in that kind of luck someone was watching over us to protect us.
With nowhere else to go, Marcus, Sabrina, and their pets are still staying here. They've started a GoFundMe page to help them through the rebuilding process. We have a link to that on our website, 12news.com. In Phoenix, Gabriela Becerra, 12 News.
So glad they are alive to tell that story. Hopefully they can rebuild soon. Gabby, thank you. New at 10 o'clock tonight, 4 people recovering after a truck plows into a restaurant in Peoria this afternoon. This scene happening at a Denny's near 83rd Avenue in Bell. We're told the 4 folks hurt are expected to be okay. Police say they don't believe impairment was a factor in this crash, but the investigation is still ongoing. Tonight, 12 News staying in contact with Phoenix police as they work to find a shooter who they say killed 1 man and critically injured a second after an argument at a construction site. This was the scene this morning near 40th Street in Thomas. Detectives say the 2 men who were shot were working at a construction site when they got into an argument with the suspect. We're told the man killed has now been identified as 48-year-old Alan Whitworth. A 19-year-old is also in critical condition. So far, detectives have not released details on a description of the shooter. Anyone with information, including any pictures or video that could help in the case, now urged to call Phoenix police. New at 10 o'clock tonight, speed now being blamed for a 3-car crash that killed a 2-month-old baby boy this afternoon in Mesa. Police say the car the baby was in was rear-ended while it was stopped at the intersection of Power Road and Baseline. We're told everyone in that car was taken to the hospital. A child who was also in that car suffered a broken bone. Tonight, 12 News working to learn more details about the driver who triggered this crash. Tonight, there is encouraging news for former ASU football player and Corona del Sol wide receiver Ricky Pearsall. He was released from the hospital today in San Francisco after being shot in the chest yesterday during an attempted robbery in Union Square. The 17-year-old suspect, who was also shot during that incident, has been arrested and is now indicted. Both the 49ers, who drafted Pearsall in the spring, and Pearsall's mom releasing statements. The team thanking local law enforcement, emergency medical services, and doctors at Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital for treating him. Aaron Pearsall said that, quote, "Thanks be to God that it missed his vital organs. Ricky is in good spirits. Life is so precious, my friends. He was spared by the grace of God," end quote. More than a dozen migrants found inside of a box truck. We'll let you know.